Hey everybody,
Oh,
this is Brooke. I am an intuitive Reiki Master. I'm also a channel for the divine. I am sitting here with Johann. I'm getting better.
hello. How are you? How's everybody?
Thank you for coming together with me again to kind of talk about the energies and what's going on and what you're seeing and what you're experiencing. It's been a little bit of a intense roller coaster, I know, for me since the Leo new moon. Ding.
Oh my God. I mean, is that me?
It's me.
Oh, it's you. Okay. No, it's a roller coaster. That'd be a nice one. It's been a ride of emotions for me, but at the same time, it's been kind of exhilarating because I don't see I don't see any kind of tragedy where there is, yes, things will happen. I see innovation. I see the what's the new, the value of what Uranus and Taurus, it brings us. What do you value? What do you value, right? So it's an example, let's say you have $100,000 in the bank and the other person has $1,000. If, the market, it's like, it's about this, it's going to be worth nothing. So value goes deeper. I can go to the material part where you're like, what do you buy? Did you buy look, even a generator is something of value that could last you during a blackout. If you save and don't go out and eat or whatever, you got to look at that.
Taurus thinks of everything and has everything. So
Who?
Taurus, I mean, that's where all of this is happening. 18
And
degrees
it's testing
Taurus.
testing us.
Yep, it's happening in my 10th house.
That's your job.
On my Chiron. Literally on top of my Chiron. Squaring, about to square Saturn that's sitting right on top of my sun or my moon in the 8th house. So there's been a lot of energy moving, especially within the collective.
Yes. But I wanted to go back to your Chiron and Saturn. In the 8th house you're talking about, but if you think about it, like most people who win the lottery, they have squares in their charts, right? Because what a challenge, right? So
maybe I need to go back to Vegas.
But well, I was thinking, that's your business house, and then the 10th house, your career. It's like, you're going through this transformation, and you have to use your experience of Chiron, the wounded healer, to show the world. And that's a polarity of, Chiron, not just that part. Oh my God, everyone's gonna see my pain and whatever, Well, how you transform it, it goes a long way.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I've been doing. I don't typically like to get on screen and show the dark shadow aspects of healing because I like to bring light. I like to bring hope. I like to bring.
We need it now. I mean, with truth, right? But yeah. I get what you're saying, 100%.
So that's been a huge thing that I've had to really push through on my own, is still being able to come forward and say, hey, I can't stop crying today. And the irony of all of it is I was like, the energy reminds me of the same heart chakra purge that I had when Jupiter and Mars conjuncted back in May. So when that happened, like it was like I was so overwhelmed with so much happiness that I just started crying, and I cried for hours and I could not stop. So it was the same feeling, the same energy, but there was so much more. It was like the negative was leaving. You know what I mean? Like
100%.
Pain, sorrow.
Oh, yes.
Like agony.
Kind of purging it out. And I mean, it comes with a price. That's why a lot of people like even let's go like with, healing naturally, like, ginger kills parasites. Oh my God, it's too spicy. Well, like I tell you, when you work out, no pain, no gain. You feel your muscles after a while. You don't work out, they ache. Same for the inside. You got to, so it's spiritual pain too. Like I'm someone that I wish I would have started sooner, but then I say, no, I'm doing it now, right? And I learned a lot, even with taking setbacks, but they were worth it, like material setbacks in that aspect, or because I was the social circle I was around. I realized it wasn't me. It was that mask, and it's okay. It's okay. I had a friend actually text me today. I haven't talked to like in 3 months. Oh my God, I love what you're doing. Okay. I didn't expect her, but that was pretty cool to at least captivate somebody, you know?
Yeah. I am finding that people that you will not even think of are popping up.
Yes.
You know, just kind of randomly out of nowhere, like, whoa, where'd you come from?
And react to the things that, you know, responded. There was a friend of mine who said, oh, he texted me, I like your video, Gianfranco, right? And it's a way that you can see through right now. The television cannot be an illusion. It's not an illusion as it used to be. It's not a deceiver. I mean, unless you're a sheep, it can still deceive you. But if you are at a frequency that you're above that, it cannot. So I sense you sense me. We don't agree on everything, but we love that energy because we know inside we're doing something to just, you know, aid people. It's like helping understand during these tough times that there's a solution is amazing because it gives you hope.
Ding.
So
yeah. You gotta love that divine timing chime.
Divine timing, but things have been coming my way that have been now, like when you texted me to go talk, like I wasn't on the video I didn't make a video yesterday. And I'm usually, you know, on top of that too, but it was like I just wasn't feeling it this weekend. I'm speaking to you now, candid.
Yeah.
But I was able to integrate a lot of things and to understand that we're not crazy. It's better than ever to know that it's actually like kind of happening and you're able to go with the flow and not have fear out of this and understand the two timelines, the Joe Biden timeline and our timeline is like literally living in
that two different worlds.
I mean, come on. Yeah. It's like COVID twice in 3 days. You know, it's just things like that. You start to ask, we know about it, but it's already out in CNN. So
see, I don't even keep up with it. Like
I don't keep up with it. I have it because of Telegram, and it's a good way that I don't watch the news. I since 2017, but I see the connections to prepare because you start to see what's coming out. You know, somebody has to, and I feel it, you know, but I don't watch it because to know what's going on. I'm like, okay, it's coming together. So you see in film school, I learned that you can see a film and there's always two films, subliminal, regular, right? And the subliminal one is a real one. So it doesn't affect me with movies. I see it like, that's one thing with film school that I'm so grateful for.
Yeah.
Mountain Valley.
Yes, the good stuff, So you went to film school. What did you specialize
in? Director, photography, and basically writing. I did writing too. For 4 years, I graduated with my bachelor's degree of Miami Institute of University. And then I moved to New York, did advertising because I did a minor there, right? So it was cool, you know, kind of live like the whole, you know, Sex in the City. Well, I thought I was, right? Until Saturn return came at the age of 29 when I was in New York and I hit my face flat on the floor. That's another story. But so
my Saturn return was hell.
Saturn return wakes you up. And then there's a Saturn mid return too.
See, my Saturn return, Jupiter returned back into Pisces, the same transit that we're going through now.
And you're about to go to Uranus opposition too.
I
mean, I'm at it right now. Exactly. My Uranus right now is opposition, which is the third house of communications, with mine is the ninth house, right? It's conjunct with Mercury. So right now they're opposing. So I feel the energy of my communication out there right now at 42. It's that's opposition, and it's you can look at it as scary, but I picked up enough experience to find out it's so awesome. Yeah, I mean, you know, a little fear comes with excitement, right? And not knowing the unknown, which is awesome too, not knowing everything.
Right, but fear and excitement is the same vibration when it's leaving the body.
It is, but you're able to control it with that mercurial aspect to make it be your way. Just like words, yes, like words have a power, but that manifestation of what especially Taurus moon can manifest it to reality. We have, I've always, you know, I heard Dilo the other day, and I haven't heard him in a while, but he's pretty good. He's an astrologer. He has his things, but he was talking about Taurus's moon and all that. And he's like, you know, you all are the only sign that can get from the esoteric and manifesting if we're aligned, because we can also bring the disaster, you know. So, but
yeah, very true, very true. Got to stay in line with the light. Got to stay in line with doing it for good things, you know. I think sometimes that's where our ego can kind of step in. Like, are we doing this for the greater good of everybody, or are we doing it for ourselves?
And that's, you have to kind of, like, when I mean, we all still go through that, because I tell people, you know, whenever it reaches, oh, I'm here at the pedestal and you're all down there. No. But like I tell them, you take more steps forward and less back, you know. It's like, by now, it's time for us to get on our design, our vehicle, and drive our own corporeal vehicle right now, and get off the passenger seat. You know, it's like, it's just like, that's it. Who didn't get on Noah's Ark? What can we do? And I see it and I feel it with relationships, and I see the dark entities trying to kind of stop me with little obstacles, and it frustrates me. Don't get me wrong. That's why I didn't really go online, because and I'm being candid, that we all have to, because if we think that we have it all, then we have to use ourselves as examples and solutions of what happened to us, not what we hear or not what we do. And that's how we share the truth and be authentic.
Oh yeah. I mean, when my boys, to touch in on that, you know, and you can't be afraid of judgment either. And when my boys decided that they wanted to go live with their dads, I'm like, okay, that's 2 incomes. That's another bedroom. Like, they've already got it better than what I can give them. Why would I ever hold them back from that? And that's, you know, me being a selfless mother, because I was putting their needs first. You see what I'm saying? But there was a lot of judgment that come into play, but yet I still had to speak openly about it and accept I'm going to be judged. People are going to leave because I'm standing in my truth. Okay. And allow for that to happen, but still hold myself in integrity, going, I made the right decision.
Yeah. And we know, every one of us knows when we did it, right? I mean, we can't, like, we lie to ourselves so good. And, yeah, you're 100% right. And we feel it, but you feel it, right? You're a Pisces. You understand, like, it's a feeling that, you know, like a Virgo can't have. That's why it's hard for a Virgo to see that aspect, you know? So, I mean, like, right now, it's like, I feel who's on the boat, and it's like, you feel that energy. It's like, you try to have a frequency with that energy or a relationship that you had before, because love can be deceiving if we use it wrongly, right? So, like you said, selfish or selfless, right? It's like, why are you doing this? You can change the energy. Okay, am I, if I can bring an example, you know, am I doing such action to, you know, ridicule or do something to somebody because I'm doing it and you're not? Or am I trying to show with good example, with silences, you know, without words? And it changes the energy. Like,
it
you
does,
know,
it does change the energy.
I've been through shit for the past 6 years, but with that, I saw a lighter, bright, and shit for myself, not because of relationships, because you can't blame that. You allow it. And with my friends, I already told you, my gay friends, my circle, that was huge. That was huge, because that was
you went against the conditioned norm of what you all believe in, what you all, you know, pride yourself, no pun intended, but I mean, you pride yourself in this identity, and you went completely opposite. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got reactions, but whatever. I mean, like, I feel it now with, like, this whole monkeypox and all that. I'm going to be honest with you. Disease means you're not at ease. So I don't care, because that's where your faith comes in, where it starts to scare you, and it hasn't to me. Because, like, AIDS just means you have a weak immune system. Cancer, weak immune system. They just pump you up with poison to make it weaker. So, like, I'm not for that. So, like, I don't see, and then so I see. That's what I'm trying to tell people that kind of put that effort and that humble work, which they don't see the payoff. I went through that, but then you start to have this, like, feeling that it pays off, but you must accept the energy as gratitude. I mean, but see, that's a workout. That's a meditation workout. So it's like, I know it's easier said than done. It's simple, but not easy, right? Simple, but not easy.
Right. You know what got me through it the most was the fear of regret keeping my mouth shut.
You're talking to a Sagittarius.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what if it comes back on me 10 times stronger if I stay silent? And I don't want to create any more karma. I'm here clearing karma. So therefore, it is in my soul, my bones. I have to speak up. I have to be who I am. I have to say how I feel. And like you, was met with many people that said, you're on the wrong side of the fence. You know, you're wrong. You're insensitive. What is wrong?
I was angry at first. Yeah. No, yeah. Like 2016.
On top of that.
No, but I wanted to tell you something. I wanted to go back to what you were saying. You were talking about like this whole lost that train of thought. You see, dark entities away. Go ahead. I lost.
With that same thought, I not only was I standing up for what was right within, what was going on, I was also standing up for what was right with my mother. So I had it coming from my friends, I had it coming from my family, I had it coming from every single angle you could possibly think of. But what was pretty interesting is the more that I spoke up, the more I stand in my truth, the more people started coming in. Okay.
It was just a different circle.
But you kind of have to go through that process. It's part of the process of going, okay, yep. I did everything I was supposed to do. I went in the direction that I was supposed to go in. I said everything that I was supposed to say. Okay, now these people don't want to hear it. That's cool. Maybe they'll change their mind and they come back. Like, I never really took any of it personal. It hurt because we're human.
And you're a Pisces. My father. Oh. But it's okay because we need that right now. You said it. You bring that to me because Sagittarius can also be, and you bring ease to me. I'm telling you something that's sincere. You bring that ease to understand that compassion because I know Pisces. Mm-hmm. And right now with that whole dilemma you said about not telling somebody something, you created 100 elaborate stories about it. That's a Pisces. Out of a simple skittle, you create a mountain of nothing. And it's crazy because you have that power. Think about that. So right now, use it because that part, that lineage that most people don't see, you guys have that. And
it's been beautiful on a lighter note to see some of my manifestations showing up, to actually see my divine work finally falling into place, and the connections that I'm making with Lemurian Lightworkers, and and helping to build a sacred economic energy exchange, and people.
I wanted to ask you about that.
People that are working to create little civilizations in case that's the direction that you need to go in. So it's, again, you have to clear room, right?
Can you give me, I'm sorry, 1 second. I just want to get some drops because I've been on the computer all day. My eyes are dry. Right here, 1 second. I got it.
We have to
we're live.
Right. We have to clear room in order for those things to start showing up.
Yes. 100%. Sorry about that.
You're good.
So no, and I feel that this weekend I was like, I'm gonna film. I'm so excited. I have everything ready, And it's like I had this wall around me that I couldn't get out of as hard as I tried. Mm-hmm. And it's hard to explain, but but boy, was I able to integrate so much stuff. Mm-hmm. And I got feedback. From people I would have never thought.
Good.
Just from the short videos. Because I did. I'm working on that, like the studio. I bought myself some furniture to have it right now. You know what I said, Johann? You took a setback to learn, which meant, cutting money. And then I said, now, but you can make something out of it. You have that gift. So I know how to do it. It's just like you feel true, you're authentic, and it'll come. Because when people are like, oh, I don't have a studio, and that was me, don't get me wrong, like, but right now it's like I don't have that, but it will come. And just speaking to you, it's like highlight of my day. You're the most, you're the person I look forward to talk to on video, because it's like awesome.
Oh, that's so sweet. I need to connect you to some of the high vibe community that I met in Miami.
Oh, we have okay.
Yeah, I think that would be an amazing group of people for you to plug into. Aaron has a studio. Ding. And I've already mentioned it to him. So I think that'd be a group, a really good group for you to.
So you'll send me the link, or
yeah.
What do I do?
You know what? I'll plug you into that Telegram group.
It's moving again.
Yeah.
Okay. No, actually, thank you. Because right now, I feel like I wanna work like this. Like I wanna work. I wanna investigate. I wanna help. I have so much energy right now.
Oh, I'm like.
And I got rid, because there was a time I didn't. Like there was a time I was helping around here as I was learning. You know, I took a couple of time to do a couple of domestic things and help out with my niece when my sister was working. But now my sister's been home as a home, you know, like not working, and so she has time, and she's, you know, she's a great mom, and she's been with the 2 kids, and now that's on my shoulder as a way it used to be, and also things. So I have time and energy now to just all the knowledge I did. I'm ready to expand.
Mm-hmm. I feel you.
And I want to do it, you know, and I have a great family that supports me. Yeah, they think I'm cuckoo, I'm not gonna lie at times, but you know, deep down inside, they know I'm authentic and sincere. Right. You know, so like, you know, like my sister, she's been helping me on my with the website right now. And there's a lot, because when funds are low, you don't have that, but there's people around you. See, even the poorest of the poor, I tell them, if you can find a way, because not a dime, but I made it. And that's okay.
Yeah, I feel you. I've spent many walks that way going, God, I have no idea how this is going to work out. And it's like.
But you feel it, right? You feel I don't know. I can't explain it. I just feel great, and I know good out of it.
When it happens, I'm usually pretty quick to go, okay, what am I not seeing? Why is this happening? Why? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
And a lot of times when I do that, I can find either, you know, there's a subconscious thought, there is a program running, there is something running in the back that I don't see. So typically when I say, God, what do I not see? Okay, that's keeping me stuck here. How do I take that next step forward? And when it's shown to me, it's kind of like, oh, okay, well, now it's time you can move on. Like, to me, it's really that simple. And when I'm in the middle of going through the shadow aspects, I make it simple. What am I not seeing? Okay. Well, for instance, when I was working at that bar, you know, I was like, why do I have to be here? Why do I have to be here? Why do I have to be here? Finally, I was like, okay, what am I not seeing? Well, it was the simple fact on top of that was where I was destined to be for that moment. But the reason why I couldn't get out of it was because there was also a little lesson packed up in there that was a really good lesson. Okay. Look at how strong you are. Look at what you did. So, you know, you can
How long ago was this?
Last Christmas.
Okay.
You can work in this type of situation. It may not be where you want to be, but can you walk through hell and not drink? Can you walk through hell?
Well, I don't drink.
Work in a hellish job and not drink? And when it finally hit me, it was like, okay, it just went away. I was like,
you were able to do it.
I was able to do it. Wow. And I didn't even think about drinking. That was
because if you think about it, you want it, right? It's like the power of the mind.
Well, yeah, but I knew I had healed myself that much that I could still walk through hell and not have to numb the pain. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes,
Like, that's when you know you've done the work.
I mean, like, honestly, I was working in New York, and then I always had, like, I had a job, you know, I was doing film, I was doing advertising. And then all of a sudden, you know, I just, I could have moved. I like to move away, Sagittarius, you know, I've studied in France and then in England, and then, you know, moved away. But it's like, I stayed because I don't know, something kept me here, you know, and I cleaned toilets for a while. What, with a degree? But I did it.
Right.
And, okay, I made a little money out of it. But if I didn't do that, I wouldn't be able to captivate all the knowledge that I have now. No way, no way, no way. There would be no way. And with the people I live now, with the relationships, so many, I'm able to now connect with a lot of people in different relationships, because I'm telling you, like, I've met with some people that used to kind of get to me, and not anymore.
I'm having a download right now. Pieces of the puzzles coming in.
Talk to me.
Maybe you need to make the movie.
A movie? But how?
About Don't Trip.
How? Okay, how? That
We'll have to dig into it some more. Again, like I'm saying, I'm just having ideas come in.
Okay.
I shared with a few people that just the experience of Don't Trip, the things that happen with Don't Trip, what the intentions were with Don't Trip, and then what's happened after Don't Trip. I just shared with them, you know, mark my words, it'll be a movie.
It was that fun, huh?
And we're sitting here talking.
I should have gotten there.
And I'm like, oh, ding, 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 ding. Hello, here we go.
That's funny.
I found the director.
Oh man, that's funny. Wow. Oh, so I have this cat here who has, I'm allergic to cats, so she's gonna get rid of it. I am. It's like, see, that was a bother, a little thing, right? But like during the weekend when I'm filming, and then my eyes get watery, my nose, and I'm like, but then the kid is a kitty. So I'm going through that right now. Okay. So it's like, but I'm
you know what
through it.
David said?
And I tried, what?
There's a connection to your spirituality.
With who?
With you and the cats. I don't know the details of it.
Really?
Yeah. I need to dig into that some more.
It's like, I don't know. But it's uncomfortable. That's all I can say. I heard that, like, that's the easiest way to say it. So it's like, but you know, whatever. I got those little things, you know, since I worked on harder things, it's like, come on, I'm the first gay patriot. No one's gone out there and say, I'm joining you. And I put out the video, I sent it to send it out. But you know who wrote back to me?
Who?
You're never gonna guess. Because I mean, like, I guess, you know, Tom Fitton.
Really?
The gay patriot? Yeah, yes. Tom Fitton. And I'm like, whoa, because I know how to check in and stuff. I'm like, Tom Fitton, Judicial Watch. He's like, good work, keep it up.
That's awesome.
I'll show you. So, you know, if miracles happen, like David said, we got to take that risk of, if you didn't do anything wrong, spread it like a virus. It will be seen.
Yeah.
I mean, like, Tom Fitton, I'm like, what? Well, thank you. And he, like, in his message, I'm like, okay, well, I'm like, keep it up.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. That was like, that was mind blowing. So I guess those are the different timelines or the miracles that happen, you know, and because I see him when it's like, I have this like uncomfort, like with the cat, and also like with, you know, things going on with the blockage too of my mind trying to expand. It's like, I can get frustrated out of it, but I can make the best out of it. It's true. And it's not, and I'm not always lying to do it. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't on Sunday, but I am now.
Right. Yeah. Same. Sunday, I was really
Oh, these cat. Okay, go.
Yeah.
In case anybody asks, yeah, it's a cat. Go.
Yeah, I was really spent Sunday. I just, it's like I had nothing else to release. Like I had just cried and surrendered so
Okay.
much. And what was crazy is, you know, I do a lot of earth healing. The earth healing is automatically connected to collective healing. Okay.
Okay.
So the more we heal the earth and the chakras of the earth, it ripples out into the collective and they start absorbing that energy. Okay. So one of the light workers that has also been in knee deep with me transmuting all of this, I told her, I said, every time I cry it rains. It's like I just
really
can't, yeah, I can't make it ding, I can't make it stop. And like I can't
oh my
stop.
God, what it's like you're not making that stuff. I'm like flooding here. I'm trying to keep it together.
Yeah. Yeah.
But whatever, it's real. At least we're being real. It's a truth.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. And
we're showing up no matter what.
Right. And she was like, girl, I'm right there with you. I said, but it feels like there's a block between the heart and the sacral. So I get to doing some work and I'm like, okay, finally I felt it. It was like my heart just busted, energy come out of me, like busted wide open.
You felt like a force.
Yeah. And then I could feel the connection of the two chakras. And she texted me and was like, I felt it too. It's connecting. I was like, we did it. We did it. It took, you know, me working with another divine feminine, her too. We were all connected in the hive mind, working, transmuting, busting through it together, but we were not actually doing it together.
Got it.
Do you see what I'm saying?
No, I totally see. It's like the new way of networking. Like we are working together now, but not together. Mm-hmm. But if we don't have that connection, because no one's going to do it alone, mm-hmm. It's a different way of doing business, mm-hmm. in a good way. Mm-hmm. And right now, what we're doing is that we're. If you're sincere and authentic, you'll get out. Mm-hmm. And you know, and right now it's like this is work. Because right now, I really want to be like, you know, no, I like doing this, but I mean, it's still work, getting your mind together, putting everything together, being on camera, making everything set, being here with Allergy. And I wanted to be on camera because I didn't want to come. And I'm being very sincere with you. But we can make it here because it's like, it's work. That's how I look at it. It's work, getting my stuff together, mm-hmm. my notes together. And you're somebody that connects with me. And you have this energy that's felt. I know people have probably told you, but you feel it through the iPad. Mm-hmm. Because we're stronger than that frequency. Mm-hmm. They don't dominate us. Nope. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yes, very true. Very true. I've had a lot of feathers showing up as of late. Like they're showing up everywhere in random places. I had one stuck in my car door when I got out of my car. So because it's showing up so much, it's almost like my angels are like, yeah, this is going on, but we're just reassuring you that we're right here.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, because right now it's not like the voices, it's like an energy that creates a language.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And, you know, the biggest thing that I have noticed is doing all of your energy cleansing, like any cleansing work, any spiritual hygiene that you could be doing, and then asking for protection is going to be vital during this time.
Isn't you know, it?
And I've been a little worried about this conjunction on my Chiron, because I'm like, you know, is something going to happen to me?
No, well, like I said, when I started astrology, my Pluto was opposition. I'm like, oh my God, who's going to die? Who's going to die? Like, and you start to create these things because it's part of astrology. Not everybody makes it, but I've been through that. Oh my God, the third house, like Mars and Uranus conjunct, what's going to happen? My brother going to die in a car accident? Because that's part of astrology. But you become a good astrologer like that.
Yeah.
And then you become a good astrologer when you start to do your own work and realize like my opposition is tough because I'm going against my belief.
Yeah.
With my communication.
Mm-hmm.
That's my opposite, and it's bigger than ever. And I'm a number 3 life path, the communicator. So it's affecting me in a way like I must talk.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Oh, this cat.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Here we go.
Give me 1 second. Hold on. I blow my nose here. Oh my God, this happened out of nowhere. And you know what? I am in dire belief that I do believe that, entities try to bother you at times, that when you're trying to express, pass a word, whatever. But I'm not gonna let it get to me, because I was fine. It's like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so happy that I found you. My God. I am so happy. I am so grateful, because you understand me, you feel me, and that's without words. That's priceless.
Jupiter.
Yeah, Jupiter, Neptune, that's us together. I bring the big expansion, and you bring that illusion, which is not a bad thing, because an illusion is what you want to create. Now, delusion, that's another story. People are very delusionized right now, because people don't know about Neptune, or the 12th house is very, a lot of astrologers have to study like 1,000 times, because if we are not taught anything about the spirit, not even of your religion, you're not taught about that, how are you going to understand the 12th house of unconscious? It's hard. It's very looked as dark, or jail, or addictions, but it's the unknown that we're going through now. It's the energy that we need to know. Right?
Yeah, it is the unknown, but it's also connecting to God.
Oh my God, yes, 100%. Mm-hmm. And I told you before, I believe in Pisces, the fish, and Jesus, Neptune, so the representation is there. Mm-hmm. So you start to look into that, and it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense, and everything that's going on with the Bible, with the blackout, with all the crazy news that's going on from left to right. It's like, what a roller coaster.
How much of it's actually true? This is where I always question everything. Because
no, I think it's a movie. Can I be honest with you? So I don't talk to, so people know where I'm coming from. I need to express this. I as a film student, I'm going to state there are so many mistakes in that White House. As a script supervisor, we know that when we take a next scene, the lamp is there. When it's on the other side. Yeah. So
have you seen the bad makeup on Biden? It's really thin, like stretched. There's no wrinkles.
And his eyes like
all wrinkled.
Hello.
There was one time his skin was like hanging off. I was like, his eyelid's about to fall off his face. And his eyes are brown. They were blue. But see, like people don't talk about that. It's like I taught makeup in beauty school. So I taught them how to make people. And I know how to make anybody look like anything. Exactly. It's a movie, so I'm going to state the truth. Okay, so this is what I think. Yes, the news is orchestrating its biggest deception through fear, because its stories, if you notice, have all been happening and disappearing. All been happening and just nothing comes out of them. And Neptune and Jupiter combined is propaganda. It also stands for liberalism and liberals combined. Mm-hmm. So you have a lot of that that's trying to be pushed right now, because it's a media, fake news. Mm-hmm. I believe, you want me to say something? It's a devil, because in the Bible, the deceiver, and what better way to deceive the mass billions, not one person, but a channel. Yeah. That's not from here, an entity. It also goes back to magic too. So don't forget that, with our words, what we call things. So the TV is called a television. So and you channel. You the vision and you program through the channel and the programming. Okay, it's dark magic. It's dark magic. So if you can use magic for dark, you can use magic for light. For light, right? Of course. So, you must know your enemy in order to use it wisely. Right. So why not change the trajectory through the television? You know what I'm saying?
It's
I mean, that's just kind of how I look
funny.
at it.
No. It's like I see. Really, I'm grateful for film school for I'm able to see the difference. Like even in all the Netflix show where I see that it's twisted backwards and manipulated, but to see the stories there of things that you know, like House of Cards, that's one. And there's so many out there, but you have to look for them. You know, and foreign and all that, they don't have to, promote them. But a lot of good shows, and a lot of them are also to wake up people. I believe you have to program them back to think that this could exist. A lot of shows about I've noticed this like a lot of blood about shows about blood are coming up. Well, whether it's esoteric or not, but like of things like that about that you're like, does blood have more than we know? And yeah, it does. So
right, it does.
But it does. It does.
What is the hidden purpose behind of it? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's
that they needed to be here? They cannot. And I know that this is Olivia Wilde who did a interview in 1992 with David Icke, and I have that video, which is amazing because she spoke about the Queen, and she spoke about how the transformation of their form must be through this blood, this ceremony of the chalice, right? And they use robes because since they elongate the red shoes. So you start to put this all together, and every story connects. It's the same actors, it's the same people. So come on, and every story connects. I mean, like I did that work in 220, and I connected it all. So when I went over that, everything else connects because there's nothing that disconnects. It's not. We can't talk about politics or religion or this. No, that doesn't exist anymore because it connects to everything right now. And you can be that person as escapism or because we've been taught that being hypocrites and nice is love.
No, it's
that's
not.
why we don't grow. We don't grow. And I get it. And I get it. And I get it. I see it. And I get it. And it's hard for me to be mean to those people sometimes because I like to stay my truth. Sagittarius here. But I get it though. You have to have compassion. That's where you Pisces come in.
You can speak your truth and still do it nicely.
Yes. It goes a long way.
Yeah.
It goes a long way.
Yeah.
Because I 100% agree with you on that. And right now, going back to media, we're watching a movie. Crisis actors, I have so much evidence about these kids. I know about this 2015 Sandy Hook, all these things. It doesn't exist. It's like an orchestrated idea. And that's the best way to captivate anyone. It's and then when you see the news, like the real shit that's going on, right? You realize that it all connects like with the medicine and all that, it's like if I wouldn't gone down the rabbit hole, maybe I would have taken the vaccine with LGBT, who knows? But since 2014, I already knew about hey, I don't want so many of those, so 2020 came around and like, so it's like all the work you did is going to pay off. If you didn't, you're going to have doubt if you didn't. Yeah. And there's going to be the biggest fear is going to be when this is exposed, which it will be soon. How are people going to react? Who are they going to trust? They won't know who to go to. And that's scary. That's the scariest thing to know, that where are you going to get all the safety information that you need?
I know that's the reason why I have,
oh my God,
believe so much in what David's built, because it is a sacred space for all. It doesn't matter if you are what color your skin is. It doesn't matter if you believe in God or if you dabble in the occult and whatever. It doesn't matter if you're a patriot. It doesn't matter. No. You see what I'm saying? And that was like genius, right? Yep. And I believe in that because it's going to become harder and harder to get the information out.
Information warfare. Isn't that the war that we're in? I tell people, think about the war that you're trying to pass information for people, and every time it's censored, deleted. So you're going back, digital soldiers, going back, doing your work, putting the effort, not being put down, still talking about the truth because it's happening. And I knew about the timeline. I knew that they couldn't tell us that we were going which way we were going to sway, and we got out of the abyss. What a blessing. What a blessing to know that. because when I heard David, I'm like, you know what? I felt it. And I felt that we were going through that, but I kept, because a lot of people who got on the wagon in 2020, those fake people, because they didn't go with a mask, or you're kooky, that's not going on. Hillary, oh, she's a nice old lady. Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Nobody, I can, as an astrologer, I could just tell you that. Whether it's you believe in whatever.
My guides were like, no, it was a strict do not. And I was like, okay. You know? I just pray, God, please nobody say anything to me. Please nobody say anything to me. I don't want to have a confrontation in the middle of the store, but I'm being told that this is how I have to be, and I have to hold light and you know, hold the container of being fearless when I'm terrified that somebody's going to come after me.
Isn't that crazy? Like,
I did have one woman approach me, and
oh, you know what, Brooke? In about 5 minutes, I'm sorry to interrupt you, because like my vision and it's like I'm like a mess now, and I want to keep on talking.
Yeah.
But it's this, and we can maybe tomorrow. I'm so sorry,
no,
but like it's hard for me right now to keep it up, and I want to talk forever. But I'm like, I'm gonna go take some ginger to help that out and find out about that cat, because it's like out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
yeah, let's see. I don't know. I can't. What was I talking about?
That we should be actually right now during this time very positive. There is something like that. That's, don't you feel that there's something that's holding us down with unfinished business, and once we get rid of it, we can elevate higher?
So what was crazy is I had mentioned about 8 months ago that I felt like the head of the snake had been cut off. And just the very next day, Biden got online and said something about the head of the snake's not been cut, but that tail goes really, like the tail's really
long.
Wow,
I heard about it, yes.
And I was like, did he really just say that? And I'm like, okay, so I see it coming from the top down. Do you see what I'm saying? Like the top's already gone. The head of the snake is gone.
Oh, okay.
And we've not even seen it hit
the bottom yet. Okay.
The bottom.
No, we haven't. And I believe the solar storm is a storm that the president was talking about. What storm, Mr. President? You'll find out. It's history. You can look at it too. So just be prepared, because it's like Mars and Uranus are 18 degrees. That's the malefic degree. And just you'll be ready. It is. And about your solar return, you know, we could do those solar return charts next time. I could tell you a solar return of the USA.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Okay, so I'm gonna let you go.
All right. You get to feeling better.
I'm sorry, guys.
You're
I
good.
will. I'm gonna go. I'm like barely keeping my eyes open, and my nose is like a little drain of fountain. But I love you. And
All right. I love you. Thank you. We'll do this again. All right. Bye.